Yeah.
Now, I don't think you ever have a beat like this in a dancer. People, for those who don't know, the Mad Color beat, a Mad Color beat, right? That was it, Mad Color
Right.
rhythm.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Mad collab.
Right. This rhythm featured songs from collaborations only. So every song on the beat here was a collaboration, right? Um, when you how you think about this? How
All right.
you
Well,
why?
yeah. Well, listen. I just wanted to do something different. At the time, the tempo of dancehall was anywhere between 110 triple bone speed there up to 100 and
Mm-hmm.
high 140, 100 and 150. That was the tempo, the BPM. Um,
Right.
Now in 2010, now I decided that I want to do something different. And how can I be different? Okay, I said, all right, I'm going to slow down the beat. All right,
Mm-hmm.
so I made a slower beat. When I link up with Chimney with that beat, me and Chimney created that beat.
Okay.
Um, so
Okay.
I linked them and I said, yo, I want something like this. I gave them a song and let them play with it and knock something around it. And then they
Mm-hmm.
gave it back to me and I switched it up. But yeah, that was it. I wanted something different, and the only thing
Okay.
I could come up with at that time was make every song a collaboration. You understand? So I
Mm-hmm.
decided that
Yeah.
let's do a mad collab. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
I said I didn't want a two-way collab with any song. I wanted
Right.
more than two. Had to be more than two because a two-way
Mm-hmm.
collab is normal. So I wanted something more
Right.
than two. So that's how
Mm-hmm.
that's the approach I had with it. So I link every artist with
Mm-hmm.
that approach, and this was a result. Of course, everybody
Mm-hmm.
had their teams
So
at that
this
time,
right.
so everybody just kind of work in their team and try
Mm-hmm.
and that's the easiest collaboration to work in a team.
Right. So this rhythm now, for those of you who don't remember, this rhythm now did have on the big song, Clarks. Get me I said did have on This Is How We Do It, that are Elephant Man and Bounty
Bounty
Killer.
Killer,
It did have
yeah,
on some selectors did up on there as well.
yeah,
On them
and
own song.
all the Gully side,
But right, Gully side it did it, I
and
represent.
yeah, you
And
had
it
Bugle, Assassin, and Bounty Killer.
right,
You had
right,
Charlie
right.
Black,
So
Ding
this
Dong, and Thing.
right. Mhm. So people, this was a crazy, crazy, crazy rhythm. And probably the two big songs from it was the Clarks and
Yeah,
This Is How We Do It. And even up until this day, them song their big song. Now, recently Chrome, Popcorn and Protege song Royalty, right?
yeah,
Um in it Popcorn say Proto, man I set it like three a card.
yeah.
Remember when me just get the first undercard. Cartel say Clarks.
Uh-huh,
So on that me did record. Shell the World, my first hit record. Right?
uh-huh,
And
uh-huh.
what me I get from this, what Popcorn says that this was a song that helped to launch Popcorn career to the world. Right? Not only that, this song, so Chrome, when I try to show the people, and based on your creativity, you
Uh-huh.
were able to help launch two successful artists to the world, which is Vanessa Bling and Popcorn. Because of
Right.
one song that, not only that, Clarks has been one of the most successful songs as it relates to influencing dancehall culture, no matter about the culture of Jamaica, with the whole Clarks wearing, and you don't know, Clarks from England did actually come across and endorse the song and the Clarks, them that increase. So, how does it feel, Chrome, for no say you help for Boss Popcorn and Vanessa Bling and make Clark sell on the level where it did I sell?
Yo, the
You
way you
must
look at it,
laugh,
I
you must
don't.
smile.
No, the way
Yeah.
you look at it, I don't. At the time, I was just doing music. I was doing what I love. You understand? And I just trying to be creative in my world. I'm happy that
Mm-hmm.
it got the success that it did. I'm happy that we get to break artists out of this one record. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wasn't viewing it from that perspective of how does it feel to break a new talent. Because I mean, as a radio DJ, we do it every day, like play different songs and whatever we like.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, in general, it always feels good to know that somebody that you endorse becomes some star down the line. You know what I mean? It always feels good. Maybe if you ask maybe one of the artists themselves, they probably say, no, that never helped us me. Maybe they'll say that. You know what I mean? Or maybe they don't see the contribution. It did. But for me, at the time, I just do music. You get me? And from I do something I love, there's nothing. You know, I just do it for my art, and that's it.
Right. Well, as I say, probably you have been modest, but me can tell you, that song there are one of the biggest songs for the last decade, if not the biggest song. And as I say, just by sheer impact alone on the culture, impact on the dancehall fraternity in terms of Popcaan and Vanessa Bling, because you know, so them are the two top students, or two of the top students from the Gaza at the time. Trust me, that was a huge, huge success. You get what I say? And me have to big you up and give you thanks to that, because to this day, Clarks is a song where impact and influence the generation. Now, in the same 2010, following your success from the Mad Collab, you went reggae, right? So you kind of changed the pace with cardiac bass. So Christopher Martin, Paper Loving, right? That was a big song internationally. In Africa, Kenya, and those. What was the reason behind? Because when I get from you, Chrome, based on how me I follow your musical journey, it's like you move from different level to different things. It's like your creativity they're all over the place. In the one place. What was that like? Why? Why you done? Yeah.
Well, I mean, in the same 2010, I did dancehall effects also. I think that was the later part of the year. But I mean, for me, I hated reggae music. One drop reggae music, I hated it. Growing up as a DJ.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So at this point now, I was going into radio now. I started to hear more reggae, and I kind of appreciate them a little more. Or down to the latter part of my career. I mean, before I come into radio, I started to appreciate reggae a little more. I wanted to do something different. Again, as usual, I try to challenge the market. So if the market is going east, I'm going the other direction. You understand? So I wanted to challenge myself. I said, yo, I want to make a reggae rhythm. And when I make this reggae rhythm, I want it to make different. So I didn't want the traditional reggae sounding, So I went to the studio with Christoper Birch, and I shared my idea with him, and we added some heavy EDM synths into a reggae beat. That was the result. Cardiac bass, you know what I mean?
Cardiac bass, right, hard.
Yeah, so I keep challenging myself, challenging the market. I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. I always tell myself that. I try to do something that's a little bit different. But when I say different, I don't mean way over there. So you understand? Just have to be a little bit different from what's going on now. So that's what I did with that. So I fell in love with reggae. So, by the time in my career, I fell in love with reggae, and I decided I'm going to try that.
Why? That kind of telling for you say you never too like reggae. I kind of get you in terms of the whole juggling thing and the whole vibe. It's like you prefer the faster pace songs.
No, you know
in
what?
terms of the mixing.
I know. Yeah, exactly. You all right. There are a couple of reasons back then why I didn't like reggae. No, I'm in love with reggae, but back then I didn't used to play the reggae music. No, when I told her I grew up on sound systems and so on, and I wasn't the early selector. You had the warm up where they played the 70s and 80s. I didn't know those music, so I had to listen to the other DJs play that stuff, and hearing them play it. I wasn't in love with it. No, my time now was the party time when party turn up now. Them calling grown. Well, Sean at the time.
Right.
I come and play the young people music and just mash up the place and cut. So I didn't appreciate reggae music. I was just like, yo, we are the warm up part of the thing that. So even though I'm a country youth, I didn't appreciate it. I knew some of the songs then, but it was like, yeah, you know what I mean? So over the years, going to all these dances and parties, my love grew for reggae music. You know what I mean? And it reached a place where I want to make reggae music.
Great, great, great. So people, the paper loving that beat the one here me just described the reggae beat there. That was the Christopher Martin paper loving. Right? What that song they got again, Chrome?
If you
See
can't
if
love
Chrome
me
can.
now, you'll love me later.
Alright. So people, you hear that song there? That's a big Christopher Martin song, right? If you can't love me now, don't love me later.
Right,
Alright, so Chrome, so as what me get from you now, is like as what me say, it seems like the year 2010 was a tremendous year for you. Because me here you just talk about the dancehall effects rhythm, which it will I'll soon get to. The dancehall effects rhythm, also the smoking rhythm. Now people, if
right,
you don't notice when Chroma talk him also mention the persons who actually make the beat, right? So
right,
him work alongside persons who make the beat. Chrome deal with the production, everything sort out everything with the production, and Chrome is the producer. So rhythm like the smoking, right? So that's feature song with Movado, that's our Movado,
Sure.
Stula, Zine Vybz Kartel, Dumpa. You know, if the people them supposed to catch on and I say, yo, Jano, because Chrome, let me tell you what I notice what go on. A lot of times persons know the songs, but them
Yeah,
don't know the beat. And
right,
sometimes some of them don't know the name of the producer will work on the beat.
yeah,
You understand? So the smoking rhythm featured those songs, the dancehall effects now, that a dancehall hero. Vybz
right.
Kartel like a bag of trouble. Chrome, what was like? When you hear Vybz Kartel voice that part there. Me sing, bo.
Yo,
How that
listen,
go?
let me tell you, you see, Cartel to me is just one of the greatest artists them ever that I have
Yeah.
worked. You understand? It's like the reason why I said that, yes, in bad lyrically, but when you put him in a studio, you just never know what will come out and more. You understand? So when
True.
I said Cartel, that rhythm, within
Mm.
24 to 48 hours, him say ready in a room, and you hear what come out
Yeah?
and more. Yeah, you're like, yo, dog, this man does great. You
So
understand?
hold on there. When he must started, Sean him say?
Yeah, which I mean, based on what I know, the Sean he was referring to was
Uh-huh.
me, you know. But
And
a lot
that
of
me a
people think it's
pre.
Sean Storm. But a lot of people think it's Sean Storm. But it don't matter. You know what I mean? It's here and
Yeah,
there.
cause a while ago when me a pre, but me I say, hold on. Him say, yo, Sean, me sing
Right.
about clocks, me sing. And me him say clocks,
Yeah.
which is
So
you.
yeah. So he was making reference to me at the time, but nobody knew me as Sean. So a lot of people say,
Right.
yo,
Them think
Sean
that
Storm.
Sean Sam.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Right. True. That's what I made that. So we say one of the most creative person you ever work with.
Yeah. Definitely. Him just out of this world creative and him quick with the creativity. You know, I don't know if him have a bag of song
Mm-hmm.
pile up and just store up in him head,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and when he made him just unleash, but he's very,
Mm-hmm.
very creative out of this world. Him sick. Just sick. You know what I mean?
Good.
Sick.
Mad. All right. Describe a few examples how you incorporated your knowledge you gain from DJ into music productions. And
No,
are
well,
there any particular sounds or chords or BPM that you pick to draw certain response in parties?
all
You
right,
can answer
well,
the first part first.
all right,
Mm-hmm.
well, definitely. Being a DJ is everything to the production. Um,
Mm-hmm.
why I said that it is it is it is the heartbeat. As I say, I love to see when people dance, and then